Would you ever get remarried? If so, what would you do to hopefully prevent ending up divorced? I believe marriage is a social structure that was created by patriarchal men to protect their property. All the laws and the religious dogma around marriage and adultery and all those concepts are about property management. It was a system created to control men's property of women, but also to control their physical land, the land that they were cultivating through agriculture. And by owning women, they could then guarantee that their land would be passed down to someone that was of their bloodline. It's really only in the last couple decades where marriage has shifted from men owning women to men and women owning each other mutually. It's still it just rank with ownership language. In fact, most romance language has an element of we own each other, we belong to each other with that ownership dynamic. I have no interest in participating in or perpetuating a system that is founded on and perpetuates the idea of ownership, especially men owning women. Now, that said, there are some situations in our society, because of how we have structured laws, that it might make sense to get married again. If I were to live with a partner long term and they were stepping into a pseudo parent role for my children, there might be a legal protection that would come with marriage that would be important. If I were in the hospital, for example, or if my kids were in the hospital and my long-term partner who was in a parental role in my kid's life, I would just want to make sure that there was a protection of that relationship in place, that my partner would still be able to be a meaningful part of my kid's life if I wasn't in the picture or if I was hospitalized or something like that. Now, to the second part of your question, what would I do to prevent divorce? I don't believe that that is the goal of being in a relationship. Trying to prevent it from ending is the wrong target to aim for. All relationships end. And trying to maintain a relationship like that is the pinnacle of a successful relationship. It's off target. A successful relationship is a relationship where both people feel like they are more empowered and more able to live the life that they want, that the weight of life is easier to carry together than it would be apart. I think one of the dangers of marriage is that sometimes you won't make decisions that you need to make for yourself because you're so enmeshed in your relationship with the other person. It is okay to say, this relationship has concluded. This is no longer beneficial for you or for me. We can